Cedric?
What I think is most important is that being that he is so famous, he doesn't really have time for himself. So I'm looking to give him a part of his life back where he actually relax and take some time to be with the family.
And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened. And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're a part of it.
We arrested a former employee who was working at Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. She was arrested yesterday for several charges, including assault, indecent assault, as well as soliciting girls.
It appears that Oprah Winfrey has become embroiled in the controversy surrounding Diddy, with numerous troubling claims circulating about her association with him. No one is claiming that Oprah was actively participating in Diddy's wild parties, but there's a growing suspicion surrounding her. Rumors suggest that she may have overlooked and possibly enabled not just Diddy's behavior, but also the actions of other industry heavyweights like Harvey Weinstein and Russell Simmons. Diddy appeared on Oprah's show several times and they seemed quite close. Would Diddy cling to Oprah's leg like that if they were merely casual acquaintances? Now, as details about Diddy's parties start to emerge, people are reevaluating his connection with Oprah. Some are even revisiting old cautions from Diddy's nemesis, 50 Cent. It turns out, 50 Cent had been hinting at concerns about Oprah long before the current scandal blew up, much like he did with Diddy. So here's the crucial question. What exactly is going on between Oprah and Diddy? Is it possible that she knew about his alleged wrongdoings all this time, portraying herself as a champion for victims publicly while ignoring the wrongdoing in the industry? Let's analyze this.
Conspiracy theory surfaced online claiming that Oprah had been arrested in connection with an alleged sex trafficking ring and that her house had been raided.
Oprah's name is circulating on social media again, but this time, it's not about her book club pics or inspiring interviews. Instead, it's linked to something more sinister, and fans are questioning why her connections to Diddy and other influential figures in the industry are seemingly being ignored again. In addition to her friendship with Diddy, Oprah had close ties with individuals like Harvey Weinstein and Russell Simmons. Furthermore, considering the guests featured on her show over the years, such as the Brazilian spiritual healer John of God, who was revealed to be a perpetrator of numerous crimes and subsequently sentenced to 118 years in prison, raises further questions.
Oprah Winfrey and her BFF. The man in this photo is, quote, John of God. Oprah promoted him as a miracle healer. This man kept women chained to impregnate so he could sell their babies.
You have Oprah associating closely with these men, who later face allegations ranging from inappropriate behavior to outright criminality. It's certainly eyebrow-raising, but it appears that Oprah's connections and her platform aren't receiving the same level of scrutiny as those she associates with. Let's clarify, Oprah hasn't faced any official accusations of criminal behavior. However, it's undeniable that she has a history of befriending individuals who have been convicted in court of committing heinous crimes. Yet, Oprah didn't hesitate to publicly criticize individuals like Michael Jackson, despite his never being found guilty of any wrongdoing. Even members of the Jackson family have leveled accusations against Oprah, claiming she disrespected MJ after his death and exploited his name for the sake of ratings.
And I was there and she was talking about how Michael was misrepresented. No one understood Michael and we were trying to get the real Michael. So I think in a sense, Oprah will say what Oprah wants to say to get the interview.
Furthermore, a few courageous celebrities have gone beyond mere criticism, publicly accusing Oprah of covering up for men like Harvey Weinstein and Russell Simmons. Actress Rose McGowan, for instance, labeled Oprah as fake as they come and referred to her as a lizard. Rose tweeted, "I am glad more are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. I wish she were real, but she isn't." From being pals with Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come. #lizard. Singer Seal also joined in, alleging that Oprah was aware of her friend Harvey Weinstein's crimes, but took no action to warn potential victims. Seal shared a photo of Oprah with Weinstein on Instagram, accompanied by a message implying her complicity. When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution. In the caption, Seal added, "Oh, I forgot, that's right. You'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses who in turn had no idea what they were getting into." My bad. Hashtag sanctimonious Hollywood. And then there's Diddy's archenemy, 50 Cent, who has been outspoken about Oprah's questionable actions for years. He even suggested that Oprah has a bias against black men, except for those rumored to be part of the same Illuminati circle she's said to belong to. At one point, 50 Cent went as far as calling Oprah an Oreo, implying that she outwardly identifies as black, but inwardly aligns with white perspectives. But it's not just 50 who shares these sentiments about Oprah. Snoop Dogg echoed similar sentiments about Oprah and her close friend Gayle King after Gayle made controversial remarks about the late Kobe Bryant, just weeks after Kobe's passing back in January 2020. During an interview with Kobe's grieving friend and former basketball player Lisa Leslie, Gayle chose to broach Kobe's past legal issues.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way.
While Lisa Leslie stated she had never personally witnessed Kobe engaging in inappropriate behavior, Gayle seemed to imply guilt, asserting that just because Lisa hadn't seen it doesn't mean Kobe was exempt from such actions.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible. I just don't believe that. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
But why wasn't this same scrutiny applied to Oprah and her relationship with Harvey Weinstein? Oprah and Harvey had been friends for years, yet are we to believe that Oprah was oblivious to any wrongdoing until Harvey's public exposure? Interestingly, after Gayle faced backlash for her comments about Kobe and his family, Oprah attempted to portray Gayle as the victim. She even resorted to shedding tears, seemingly in an effort to garner sympathy for Gayle.
I think the last 24 hours for your best friend have been pretty difficult after that interview with Lisa Leslie about Kobe. And I just wondered just how she's doing.
She is not doing well. May I say she is not? She is not doing well because she has now death threats and has to now travel with security. And she's feeling very much attacked.
And this was the breaking point for Snoop Dogg, who unleashed his criticism on both Oprah and Gayle, highlighting their selective concern for victims when the accused perpetrator isn't someone close to them. Snoop initially posted a photo of Gayle with Harvey Weinstein, captioning it with, "We waiting, Gayle. When is that interview gonna air?" Following that, Snoop shared a photo of Oprah with Harvey Weinstein, commenting, "Did that fake Michael Jackson stuff to tarnish his name with those lying kids? And here she is with a known rapist smiling and laughing." But Snoop didn't end his critique there. He also took to Instagram Live to express his thoughts about Oprah and Gayle.
You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumb-ass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog-head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker.
When asked about Gayle's question regarding Kobe, 50 Cent expressed confusion and then drew attention to how Oprah made a similar move with Michael Jackson after his passing.
I just didn't understand what the goal is at that point. Because she knows what Kobe means to the actual culture at the same time. Like they knew what Michael Jackson meant.
But if somebody...
I just don't know what you're trying to do when the men are dead.
Then 50 dropped a rather intriguing comment, essentially predicting that Oprah and Gayle's controversial actions would eventually result in them losing all their supporters.
All right, so they're going to keep playing with people that are not here, and it's going to them over. Because people are going to start to not like them in an intense way for doing that, because it's just not the right thing to do.
Now that Oprah's purported connections to Diddy are being questioned, people are speculating whether she'll remain silent or wait until Diddy faces legal consequences before speaking out. It's worth noting that when Oprah conducted that special with Michael Jackson's accusers, she stated her intention was to expose the pattern of such crimes in Hollywood.
So I had a lot of hateration. But I also, when I first saw that documentary, I realized that a lot of people are going to be triggered by watching it.
Yes.
And that a lot of people will not understand what the pattern is, because I had done 217 shows trying to get people to understand
that it's not about one person, that it is about the pattern, it is about the seduction. And people call it molestation, but there is a big seducing that goes on, and the pattern of that seducing. And that was important enough for me to take the hateration.
So why hasn't Oprah spoken out about the alleged patterns of individuals like Harvey Weinstein, Russell Simmons, or Diddy? One recent viral post on X showcased photos of Oprah with Bill Cosby, Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, and Russell Simmons, accompanied by the caption, "Everyone is talking about Jay-Z and Diddy, but I believe this woman Oprah knows something." And another fan added, "I think she's gone beyond just knowing." What's your perspective on Oprah's purported connection to Diddy? Do you believe it's being overanalyzed, or could there be substance to the notion that Oprah enables industry figures with questionable behavior? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to watch the next video.